I got a job because I needed a job to put bread on the table for my kids, because there's nowhere else where you can work here at Wheatbank. I did apply before and I couldn't get the job because when we went to the medical test, I failed the medical because I had a breathing problem. It's so bad because I think of the air quality that we are breathing here in Mpumalanga. It's very poor because of the coal mines. Got an eye problem because of the dust that is everywhere in Wheatbank. I'm a volunteer at VEM, and I also work at the mines. I've seen a lot of painful things that are happening in the mines. The people that are working there, how do they suffer? I do talk to them, ask them questions. Is that that's not affecting as it is affecting me, but I'm sitting here as a security, and when now you are working there, so is it not affecting you? And I said, we are like a stockpile inside. I think the mines should close down because people are getting sick, and the miners, they only care about profit. We can say that the mines are giving people jobs so that they can feed their families, but at the same time, it's killing people, and it's not benefiting the people, it's benefiting the owners.
Energy democracy goes quite far back to the early 2000s. And it's around the energy sector, the changes that were happening at that time, the new power stations that were planned to be coming online, and also the background around load shedding, where the government had first become aware that load shedding was coming into the future of South Africa. And that's when we started to think around what are the solutions that we want to see. We spent a lot of time opposing Medupi and Kusile, the things that we didn't want, but we needed to articulate for ourselves, what do people want? What is people's power? What is community energy? And how does a reformed energy sector function in communities? The Energy Democracy Project is really breaking barriers. We are stepping into spaces that others have not been bold enough to engage with. We are telling the stories of people on the ground in ways that are challenging power in very high places. And in that same way, we've been subject to threats of violence ourselves. People on the ground have had to sometimes water down what they say. They've had to have fears for their own security in their spaces. The narrative around human rights defenders is very much the same as those of the communities who engage in energy democracy as well. No more so than in Abahlali, where the coal economy really runs the show. In South Durban, where those who work directly for Engen and SAPREF do not want you to speak about closing the refinery. And then Abahlali, in terms of the assassinations that people have experienced, we experience violence on a daily basis because of what we advocate for. And in that way, that will never silence people because we are stronger together.
Heavenly Father, thank you for the gift of a new day. As I step into today, fill me with wisdom, strength, and peace. Bless the work of my hands and let my efforts be fruitful, meaningful. Protect me from harm and help me to walk in love, kindness, and justice. May I be a source of encouragement and change in my community. Amen. I came here after finishing my grade 12 to open Vukani Environmental Movement. But the moment I moved in here in Wheatbank, that's where I started now to have serious problems in terms of sinuses, more especially late during the night when I sleep. There's this dafting that is smelling like coal, So it became worse and worse when now I have to move into this section of Fosman. Then I was even closer to the mines. Me attending the classes in VEM, then that's when I knew to say that, no, man. It means that even myself, the way now I'm starting to react towards sinuses, it's becoming worse and worse up until now where I will have headaches. And I will also have blood coming out of my nose at times. That's when then I said, no, this thing needs me to stand up for it. The environment that we are living in here in Emalahleni is really bad, you know. It's even getting worse and worse each and every day. The work that we do actually for the community, you know, it makes me so passionate looking at the service that we need to get from the municipalities, holding the very same government accountable, capacitating our communities to have information. I feel like that's the role that was supposed to be done by government or certain departments within government, but we are doing it voluntarily.
We are looking forward for tomorrow as we will be having our workshop or engagement with our different stakeholders that we were engaging around the energy transition, and especially with communities on how we can tackle our own energy as communities, because we are the most who are suffering. So now we are looking forward to engage with them, but also to report back from where we are coming from and where we are now for our upscaling project. And we are looking forward to them to buy in, because we want to take some of their members to the local government engagement too. We know that they are not that much in the same page with what is happening on the just transition. But with us engaging with them, we have seen that a green light is coming out in terms of engaging, and they see the need that we can do something.
We are not opposed to what you are actually implementing. It is assisting the community, and at the same time, it is adding to the grid. Because we have a problem. We can't run away from the fact that there is a problem in as far as power is concerned. So we were actually going to be enemies if you were saying, let's do away with what provides power currently. Because what provides power currently is what provides job opportunities. It is what feeds families.
Asingaphileli for now. Mina into engiyicelayo ukuthi asitibukeni ngato tonke indlela. Ungasebenza wena namuhla uwondla umndeni wakho kube right, but umntwanakho lo mkhulisako uyoba ngumntwana lo right na ekuphileni. Lo ukuthi nani nisidiscuss le ndinamba lezi esihlangabezana nazo, ngoba ungabuka namuhla ukuthi ngicela ukuthi mina sibe nemisebenzi, but wena uyabeletha today ubelethe bantwana bayi3. Le ngicela ukuthi uma ningabonisana nani kubo, maybe singaba nendlela yokusebenzisana ukuthi masiya kula ma meetings mhlambe la yokhuluma ngabo rehabilitation sithi no, sihamba nabakhozi bethu, stakeholders sethu yama unions siyawafuna bekhona, ukuze nathi sizozwa ukuthi okay manje bathi bona okay sine besithi mara are we going to the right direction? Niya understand ukuthi singathi sesihambe I long distance sipenze sishaye reverse.
I was ambushed coming in. I was attending, I'm attending the Congress. They said, no, go and attend that session. But he made it clear that we are not going to accept such an invitation again. To say now there's a meeting tomorrow, there's a meeting now in 2 hours, come and attend this. The union is not going to accept that.
They are lacking knowledge. I feel like they've been spoon-fed with information without having deeper understanding and knowledge on what they are saying. So I think if maybe we can build more working relationship with them so that we can also raise awareness on why are we saying no to coal and why are we saying no to carbon capture, and also to look on ways on how we can go together with one voice, because now there is still a big gap. We can't be going with people who think for themselves, not for the future.
people in eMalahleni felt that their livelihoods are intrinsically linked to the coal economy, that the prosperity of coal is their prosperity, and without coal, they have no livelihood, no source of income, and their communities would be reduced to nothing. So it was definitely a challenge to get people to talk around clean energy, renewable energy, which didn't involve mines in their area and didn't involve large power stations where you could gain employment. But it was a sense of how do we think around energy that is not damaging to me, that has the ability to hold my health in a wellness space, that doesn't damage the environment that I'm relying on for life, and also contributes to my economic well-being. It's definitely an ongoing engagement, and it includes the economic actors in that area as well, the trade unions. But VEM has done incredibly well. They've engaged with all 8 extensions in their township. They formed a stakeholder forum which involves representatives from each of those communities, and they really embraced the opportunity that it presents to this area.
Okay, my sister's son, Antando Masina, he was diagnosed with asthma when he was 2 months, and then he grew up with this problem. And then last year, he was very sick, and then the clinic transferred him to the hospital, but the treatment didn't work well because the pumps wasn't helping sometimes. That is why he got an attack when he was with his friends and he died. At some stage, I felt angry with myself for not following things. When they were telling us about the VEM office, we didn't want to go there, and we didn't know what was killing us. So I was angry at myself. Maybe I could have prevented this before we lost somebody. So, but now I'm willing to learn more, to teach more people about what is killing us in this area. I'm willing to spread the word to everyone so that they can know what is killing us, what is polluting the air, what is polluting the water. It is very important to have the meeting with the unions because I think we should have them on our side so that they can know what we want our country to look like. If we let them know what they don't know, they will be on our side.
VEM is a bit of a shining star in this entire project. Promise and her team have been so involved in the work, and they really believe passionately in the future around energy democracy. And they'll tell anyone who'll give them 2 minutes all about it. But they've also engaged with their local municipality, they've engaged with the provincial Department of Climate Change, and they've built strong relationships and network of actors that support their work and help them to build together. And to actually, we've been using their engagements as a case study for other partners to look at and understand better, how do you build these strong relationships that carry you forward when you're ready to make progress on the ground.
When there is load shedding, most of the shack settlements, they do not have power, while the elites continue to have power. It means that there is still inequality, but how do we then address that? We have to address that through the solar panels. Most of the time, the electricity system that we have exposes the shack dwellers towards shack fires, and people die a lot. So if we introduce renewable energies, they will see the importance of understanding the dangers of the system that we have.
First and foremost, energy poverty is a crisis in South Africa. Particularly the poor and marginalized people do not have access to energy because energy is centralized and controlled by the Department of Energy. People are living without lighting, and that has caused a lot of criminal activity to take place. Women fear to walk because they are harassed.
The Abahlali story starts with the challenge of installing the demonstration unit in a community which was experiencing incredible levels of violence that should never be enacted on anyone. And just in solidarity with that community, that installation was delayed until we were able to identify a safe and secure time to continue to work with them. Abahlali's struggle is primarily around land justice and related economic justice. So when I was introduced to Abahlali as a partner, it didn't immediately click with me. Why are they actually a partner in this? But as we grew to understand, the struggle around land is really intrinsically linked to the struggle around energy and power and environmental justice as well. And their involvement as people living in shacks, informal settlements, really changed the narrative, because I feel like that reached out to our government in a way that the environmental justice movement was not directly impacting. We were showing that social ills are directly linked to access to energy and people's ability to afford clean energy.
We want to do this project here in this community of Salt Rock in KwaDukuza municipality in KZN. This is one of Abahlali occupations, and there is a lot of development that is happening in. So that is one of the reasons that we chose to upscale with this community, because we see developments and we see the reconstruction of people's dignity. So we thought that we'll restore their humanity to come and introduce such a project in such a time whereby the world is always against those who are living within the shacks.
We are living under the name of socialism, where we treat everybody equally. We have even the community garden, nobody goes to sleep without eating, and we usually used to share things. Even if you see your neighbor who don't afford to buy something, then we go to the garden, we sell, then we give him money so that this one can afford to go to a clinic, hospital, like we are equal. If you have a problem, you have someone to show, it's like caregivers. There's somebody that you can share a problem with, so that you can feel like you are human beings and you are equal, and we treat everybody the same. This community works.
Through their own activism and engagement with the municipality, they have now received a promise of housing. So that same land which they are occupying now, there will be an area that will be fitted with formal housing for them. So we're looking at engaging with them on two levels. The first, where we have a solar home system set up that will give some sort of electrical access while they're still living in shacks. And later on, engaging with the Department of Human Settlements to look at how we can introduce renewable energy into the formal housing that they will be moved into. So it is a story of hope. It's a story of incredible affliction, but coming out of that, some real rays of hope for the future for this community.
We are still in discussion with the community to discuss what kind of upscaling are we going to do. Is it the embedded, or is it going to be the rooftops, or is it going to be the solar towers? So that if we upscale, we bring the project here, we make sure that it would benefit everyone. It won't just be at the interest of the leaders who might be in those discussions, but the community as a whole. We want to start off with the dialogues to make sure that we leave no one behind. We just don't want to come up with complex information that people will not understand. So to us, it is very important, if we want to fix the country and we want to turn or overthrow the current system, it's to use the people's voices before anything else.
Why it is in a criminal act when it denies the right to access to electricity? So we are forced to seek connectivity, but let us do it in such a way that it must not become ingozi. So let us get and force government, they must do the right thing.
And we understand that not everyone is educated, so we have to ensure that we use examples, we use experiences such as of Vukani Environmental Movement to ensure that people understand that we are not alone in this matter. There are other people.
I just want to say I'm very excited to be here. I may not look excited, but I am very excited to be here. And I apologize that I can't speak Zulu yet, but I can understand. So if you're talking about me, I know.
I think when the team gets together, there's an incredible atmosphere, especially when we're engaging with the community. So what we try to do when we have community engagements, we try to bring all the different partners together. So it's also a moment for us to just touch base with each other and to build the movement within the partners. But then also when we are in these communities, we have unique experiences with each of them as well. And I think that informs our practice and helps us to shape and define it better so that it becomes more unique to what people's challenges are in each of these different settings.
I feel like this solar energy is gonna make the work easier. But everyone will be treated equal. Everyone will have electricity from the solar. The electricity does not deplete the ozone. The electricity is pure. The electricity does not do the air pollution like the electricity that they are doing like now. This solar energy, I think it's a good energy. And this solar energy, I think it's going to work from us in this community.
Everyone needs electricity for their well-being to continue living like a normal human being. It shouldn't be determined by the living conditions and even the materialistic conditions which people are facing.
You know, in that sense, it's really the most real version of energy democracy on the ground, because these are people who are struggling, who are really at the bottom end of the economy. They live in shacks, they have no decent housing, they don't have access to water or energy in a format that is cognizant of human dignity and respect for life.
This is my community, Kwamakuta Hostel. It's where I stay as well. We've been working with this community, I think, for the past 20 years now. And these are new flats that are built for residents. There is also a Transit camp where people are staying, and it's bad, especially if they are experiencing rainy days and floods. It goes inside their rooms. When it's hot, it's hotter in those rooms there. We're fighting with government to actually create more of opportunities for people to live better lives. I need to be there. Whatever they experience, at least it won't be like, these leaders are staying in fancy houses. I'm also there with them, experiencing one and the same thing that they are experiencing. Unfortunately, the budget that was allocated to build these 48 units, solar panels were not part of it, so they don't gonna sponsor us.
SDCEA has really strong community ties. They have a 30-year history of working in the South Durban area and a number of organizations that make up the alliance. So they have grassroots reach like no other. I think the challenge, particularly with regards to SDCEA, has been to identify communities, specific communities that will be involved in the projects as beneficiaries, because it becomes a really difficult situation when you have to pick others and leave others out. So I think that's just where we're struggling, but also with the understanding that we don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. We really need people to understand that this is a project that is very much dependent on funding, and what we can achieve on the ground is shaped by that. And that also we can't give guarantees that something will definitely be coming to you. But we can ask you to engage meaningfully with the work in the hopes that this will become a reality on the ground. And we're very confident that it will become a reality.
So I believe once they see these solar panels on top of Kwamakuta's flat, government wants to see something that being done first before he comes second. The first thing we do is educating our community, and also for them now to choose which renewable that they think it can work for them, not be harmful on their lives. So they chose solar panels. That's why tomorrow we're having another engagement now with the government involved, which means these engagements will continue until we reach a certain goal of having these solar panels on top of our roofs. So education plays a very key role for our community to understand what solar panel is, what renewable is, what environmental justice is.
So at this point in time, these projects, we have not started in terms of rolling out these projects. Rather, they are still within our think tanks because we have realized that we need to start thinking outside the box. And this is the first step towards many steps in terms of thinking outside the box.
Members of the community are the ones who are deciding on what they want, where they want it, and how they want it.
There's a lot of electricity cut-off, electricity load shedding that is happening, so communities will benefit. Especially in Kwamakuta, there's a lot of elder people who are taking medications, who need refrigerators to keep their medication and stuff.
We understand that whatever we do for the communities, we need the communities to be involved. We need community buy-in.
These projects won't be owned by us, but it's owned by community. What was also crucial is that communities raised a lot of questions to municipality.
Electricity production.
So isola nje iusizo kakhulu, usiza abantu no ongekho kahle emalini iyakwazi ukumsiza, no kahle emalini iyakwazi ukonga, nangesikhathi ugesi ungasekho iyakwazi ukuthi imsize athole energy from isolar, asizakale kuze kube kubuya ugesi njengama load shedding or izinto enjalo yezinkinga evela kugesi.
In fact, when we speak about socially owned, it means people own it. It means wherever they are put up, in the townships, wherever, people have a sense of owning it. They own it, they manage it, they control it, they use it. But as long as we continue with the ESCOMs and all providing for profit makers, it ain't going to change. So that is the whole idea of why we got involved here. And I speak about it consistently because you have to hold on to a dream. People say, you have to hold on, what is your dream? And my dream is to make sure that all those that have been deprived of is electrified. Get the energy. Here's a process that can provide that energy to people. People are leaving some sense of hope or some sense of that you know what, something is changing in this country.
In South Durban, it was a similar history around energy access and energy poverty. But the context was slightly different in that it was the oil and gas sector that was primarily responsible. People were literally across the road from petroleum refineries. They were impacted in their water, in their air, and in the soil. They were breathing in deadly pollutants every single day of their lives. And this was affecting their children and generations afterwards as well. So in that sense, the narrative around the change of energy, clean energy that doesn't harm people and their health was also really poignant and very much a shift in thinking for people on the ground and our government as well around how clean energy can be a completely life-changing experience for people.
Because we stay in Wentworth, Durban South, there's a lot of pollution with engine, SAPREF, and
the factories all around us. They pollute us every day. And a lot of people don't go out of Wentworth because they don't have money to go anywhere. So 24 hours they're in this zone of Wentworth and it's polluted non-stop. I think renewable energy is the way out for our community. If people can own it, make it, and a lot of young people and older people can get jobs. So if the solar system is on the roof and they can see, no, this thing does work. So we get people to buy into the idea, call meetings, educate them, and then, yes, from there, definitely, people will stand behind and also they will know that it's cheaper. They don't have to pay lights anymore. But what is nice now, we can see that the solar system does work, and we see the other 2 projects are also working in other communities. With the solar panels, you can also form a business, informal businesses from your house. You can sell food, you can run a tuck shop in your home. There's so much you can use a solar panel for. If someone comes and teaches all of us how to make a solar panel, how to install it, how to fix it. Just transition for me means not leaving anybody behind, that we take everybody with us.
And secondly, the high
For us as SDCEA, we won't be that much of a hassle or struggle because we have that working relationship with the officials, as well as the presence of our fellow comrades from other organizations like VEM, C, and Abahlali were also present, and they also presented sharing the parts of work that they have done in Mpumalanga and Abahlali. It shows unity among this organization.
March, April.
It's very much us, the small fry, who are really dedicated to a cause and trying to win this battle through every avenue that becomes available to us. And all of the power, it's a bit of a pun, all of the power is really concentrated in the energy sector in South Africa. They have got a lot of clout. The Department of Mineral Resources now, the Department of Energy, as well as Eskom, really have dictated to the South African public for several decades around what kind of power you will have access to, how much you will pay for it, and whether it's coming to you or not. And I think for me, that is really the essence of what we're doing here. From the very small starts on the ground, we are saying that, no, we will make decisions, we will make choices. We will be the people who are setting the agenda. And this is what we want it to look like.
We've had a lot of challenges, with loss of comrades. We've had delays. We are a bit slow in certain things, but I believe that we've overcome some of the challenges. We are still trying our best to overcome the others. But all in all, we work as a team. We work united. And it's one of the foundations of this project is diversity and unity.
Putting solar panels on top of our offices it was biggest success, and now communities believe on what we are saying because it's something that is up there.
It is a learning process for us and also growing in these past years and seeing things different.
It really opened up my mind to a lot of things that I didn't know, and also educated me, especially about renewable energy. I didn't know anything. Now I can talk to my neighbors about it and educate them and say to them, this is the way to go now. Because we know coal is bad for us. We can stand together and we can go with solar system.
To maybe replace the coal mines with the solar mines. Yeah, it's like a replacement that people, they will not lose their jobs. Instead of teaching them how to blast coal, wash coal, they should teach them how to make solar panels, how to make batteries, how to install solars. Then it will create jobs for them.
I think my ancestors, definitely for sure, I'm sure even where they are, my ancestors today I'm their wildest dream because of the things I've been engaging on, especially with the activism. No one in my family has ever engaged themselves into activism work, so I'm just the first one in the leadership and so many stuff. So I'm sure my ancestors would be grateful for this, and would be proud, and hope they are proud of it, that we are trying to make the world a better place for everyone through promoting justice, humanity, and equity for everyone.
I'm proud of myself to make sure that everything that we do, it is always done correctly. The fight that we are fighting now, we are not fighting for ourselves, but for the future generation. My hope is them to pick up where we left and also continuing the struggle.
It's a tough one because maybe they will have said we could have done better, maybe we could have done things differently. We currently find ourselves in a very difficult situation as humanity. So hopefully when other ancestors will be pointing back and say, that's our footprint in this world.
On my side, I love a loving community coming together even if there is nothing wrong, just sharing love, caring for each other. I wish the coming generation will not look into who is speaking Zulu, who is speaking Xhosa, who is speaking whatever language, but seeing each other as my sister, as my brother, loving and caring and sharing. That will be, and also doing things for themselves together and making sure that they know what is happening with one another.